Hello, everyone. Welcome in. Welcome in. It is Charlotte, and I am keeping my fingers crossed. We're getting back on track. I hope. It is the last week of October, and I can hardly believe it. Halloween's going to be here. It's going to be gone. I mean, this year is just going so fast. I'm back in the Elizabeth Craft Planner box or craft box, I should say. And I have, I went ahead without you, I did, but I created 12 index cards. Isn't that adorable? We'll have to go through it, but I did create 12 index cards, and I decided to go back and put in dividers. So I got as far as March. So this is January. We've got an index card, and then we have a pocket card. And then after the pocket cards, we're going to be adding tags. So these are really housing things that I love. Just kind of a collection, a place to put things that typically I would put in a journal and wouldn't keep for myself. So February, of course, has got a red heart. These will at some time probably be decorated, but for right now, we did this one together. I came in then, it had a kind of a ticket travel theme to it, so I carried that on here and I added an airplane. Thought that was super, super cute. This is a pocket. We will eventually go through these, and then so now I'm in March and wanted to go ahead and put the camera on. March has a sewing theme. As you can see, there's a little pair of scissors, there's a little sewing machine, couple tags, and what else is in here? I don't know, just some receipts, some pretty ribbon. So she needs a pocket. So that's what we're going to do. We are going to create a pocket with some type of a sewing theme. I did pull some things out so you wouldn't have to sit and watch me do that. I went, and this is what the die cut looks like. This is what the die cut looks like for the pocket that I'm using. So you can see it slips right in there. I folded this over. You don't even have to have this. You can cut this off or do it without it. But I'm going to keep it because it gives us a nice pocket. So we're just going to see if we can come up with a design for this, so I can just keep moving along. And yes, I am inking. We're doing everything from scratch. It is Sunday morning here. It is a gorgeous day. I have not been out since I had my cold, so I think hubby is washing his car, I believe. But yeah, so we're just kind of moving along. And I've been trying to spend more time up here. I'm getting together your November kits. The journals are done. The bags are done. I'm just trying to hone in on the supplies, and they're limited. There's only 5. And I believe 4 are sold. I believe 5 may be sold. So if you're interested in the journal kits, there is 1 lavender kit left for, I believe it was August. It's in my shop. The shop's in the description box. If you are interested in, I believe, September's, I think I've got 4 Septembers left. September kit was great, guys. It has really, really good supplies in it. So if you're not familiar, jump over and have a peek. But I won't be doing these next year. If you have heard me in the past couple weeks, I am going to be moving on, just something different, because, you know, we don't want to keep doing the same thing over and over again. So I'm probably going to be doing what I'm calling a pop-up, which the kits will be larger, there will be more supplies in there, and the journals will be a little bit larger. I'm just going to go over this with just a little touch of black. And they're going to be a little bit more expensive, but there's only going to be 1 or 2 of them. I'm not mass producing like I did this year. You know, I was doing anywhere from 5, 6, and 10 journals every month, and it took all my time. So I appreciate all the support. I hope that you are enjoying your journal every month, and the variety, and that you're using your supplies and trying them out and seeing what you love. That was the whole idea. Ooh, I don't think I got the bag. That was the whole idea. So I'm hoping that's working for you. And, you know, let me know. Let me know what you think. You can shoot me a private message through Etsy. And if there's anything that you want or need, or you'd like to see in a kit, if you'd like me to make you a kit, just let me know. Just message me and let me know. If you want a theme, let me know. Okay, so here is our pocket. I like this. This is very vintage looking, and that is what I wanted. So because I had on this guy, let's pull this out. Be very careful not to break these little wooden things. I have like a seamstress, and I wanted to add a, let's see, that's got register. I wanted to add like not a seamstress, but what would you call him? Like a tailor. So I got into the Tim Holtz portraits. I believe he is a portrait. And he is going to go on the front. We just have to decide what goes behind him, because he should have, I think, something, home pattern. This definitely has to go in there. This might be best as a tag, because I don't want to cut it. I could fold it and put a pocket on the back. I don't want to lose any of this. And it is going to stick up. I mean, it doesn't matter. We'll play with that and see. So we do have some green. This looks like it could be a receipt. This is not Tim Holtz. This is some type of a, I believe a sticker. But I do know that I want him here. And I think I want him to be a tuck. But I don't want him by himself with nothing back here. I mean, I could, but it doesn't really do, I don't know. Well, that's not bad. Oh, I could do that. Ooh, I think I like that. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I think I like that. Okay, so we've got a plan. All right, let's go for this. Let's see how this works. There's a plan. We hatched a plan, guys, and let's go for it. So somebody asked me what I was going to do with this. Well, believe it or not, let me show you what I did. Are they right here? I purchased, y'all aren't going to believe this, 2 more. I couldn't help myself. See that? I did. I purchased 2 more here's my idea. This one is going to be filled vintage, and I want it filled from end to end, just packed with just goodness. And I was thinking I am going to keep this one. This is for me, and I'm filling it, like I had mentioned, full of all the things that I really like. Come on. And then I think one of them, I had mentioned before that I was going to do one that would be all lace type of things, and I think I'm kind of steering away from that. I can't tell you why though. I don't know why, but I think I'm going in another direction. I think I'm going to do one of them that is going to be Halloween and fall, because there are so many really cool Tim Holtz Halloween things and so many beautiful fall things and beautiful ideas for fall that I think I want to create an entire box of Halloween and fall. And then I'm thinking the other one is going to be all Christmas. Oh, can you imagine how beautiful it would be if it was just filled with all this Christmas ephemera and just fun. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. That's where I'm going to go. So we will be working on those all next year. That's how that's going to go. I think I'm going to come up just above. It may be too late to round this. Let's see. Yeah, not going to work. And I'm not going to take the scissors out, so I don't want it to be even. Okay. I just think that would be so beautiful and so fun to just sit and look through, and I will probably end up selling all of them, because it's like my friend Dana says, Charlotte, you don't keep anything. And I don't. I mean, I'm making this for me and I love it so far, and I can't imagine not having it on my desk, but you never know. By the time I fill it up, I can move on to another one, so, and let someone else enjoy it. So who knows what's going to happen. We've got that. Okay, mister. All right, so now let's go ahead and do this. And then see, I know this is vellum, and I know I have this in here already. It's right here in a tag, I believe. Is this a tag? Yeah, right there. So I was thinking of attaching this with a brad, but I think I really liked the way that looked. Now, how much of this am I going to lose? I put him, sorry guys, but I've got to think about it. If I can fit that all the way there, I won't lose any of it. What do you think? I think that probably is pretty perfect. Yeah, I think I will. And instead of glue, don't tell me I don't have any tape over here. Ooh, I don't think I do. Is this double-sided? Right here. No, it isn't. Ooh, I put in your kits double-sided score tape, and I really thought I had one over here, and I don't. And I want to use score tape on this because sometimes this will bubble up. So you know what I'm going to do? Okay, we're going to use just the tiniest bit. I don't have any score tape here. I can't believe it. Oh, I cannot believe it. No score tape. All in the other room. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just put the tiniest bit of glue to hold this down, and then we will deal with that later, because many times vellum does not like glue. So I just need this to be where I need it to be, making sure that that's over far enough. I think that's going to be okay. And then let's do our pocket. This is a pocket. So let's go ahead and glue our pocket here. And I think we'll go ahead and put a little glue on this because I don't want anything to happen to the little legs. There we go. So we've got the bottom closed. I do have some, I believe this is 49 in Market washi tape. And I was going to put some here, but I don't see where I'm going to put it, where it's really going to matter. Let me see. Cute washi tape. No. We'll use this we'll use it in another area, but not there. Okay. I wonder if maybe I should not have closed that up. All right, we are going to make him, I believe, he's going to be a tuck. You say that, Charlotte. What the heck kind of tuck? Okay, do we want it to be this kind of tuck? Do we want it just to be like that? Not here, because there's a fold. So do we want a full tuck like that, or do we want just a side tuck? All right, I think what we're going to do is we're just going to come down like this. And I would, if I had my score tape, I think I probably would be using the score tape. I hope y'all, when you, if you got a kit with the score tape, I hope you're using it. I did include 1/8 of an inch score tape, and I did that on purpose because if you're doing hinge work or if you're doing pockets, you don't want to take up so much width on the sides. And if you need, if 1/8 of an inch for a project that you're doing really requires a little bit more, you just layer them and side by side, and you've got 1/4 of an inch. So there was a reason behind the 1/8 of an inch. Okay, I don't know that I like that. So what do we have? Okay, well, here I've got a piece of vellum here that wouldn't even show. There's no point. But I have this measure, this little tape measure. Maybe we will do this, because why wouldn't we? All right, let's do it. Let's see where we want to go. We're going to cut this off about right here. And hopefully can use that other little piece. Yeah, let's do that because I don't want to see the bottom of him when I look at this. So we're going to add this. And voila, no shred. Won't take long. But right now we are good. Okay. So I have missed everyone. I appreciate you coming in and letting you know you missed me. I have missed you. It just got really bizarre the last, well, I think it started in August. Really weird. Busy, you know, going up to the mountains. It just, you know, time got away and things just got out of control. So I'm hoping now we are where we need to be. Look at that. I need to try to catch up with everyone because I have not been on the computer. All right, we did not use this or this. I love this. Here's a beautiful piece of vellum that's a pattern. I definitely think this needs to go in there, but I don't know that I want to back it with anything. So for right now, we're going to do that. And I know I want this. Darners, this has got to go in there. And I do have some little trinkets, little charms. But let's see how we're going to make this work. Lay this out. So I know I want that, and I know I want this for sure. And like I had mentioned, I could take this, I could fold it, and I could create a pocket. I'm just not sure that I need all that bulk because there's tag die cuts that go with this set, and I want to use those. I want to add tags, so tags not in these pockets, but tags that come with the little perforations here that you just poke in. So I do want to put probably at least 3 tags in between each one. So let's see what we've got. We have a little sewing machine. We've got, this is Hobby Lobby. I've had this for a long time, years literally. We've got a little measuring stick, a little rose, and a little button, so that would be cool to use. And then I don't know where I got this. I want to say this could be $49 in Market, but I'm not positive. So there's a measuring tape, there's a thimble, and then I have a little mini pair of scissors. And then I had this piece and was thinking, it's the top of a tag, but was, ooh, and I've got this vellum piece here that's buttons. So maybe what I need to do, maybe that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, maybe we're gonna layer to be able to add all of this. We might have to layer it all with the brad just to keep it and be able to have it. So let's see. Let's just vintage this up. If I wanted to add some lace, this probably would be the piece to do it. That might be an idea because I think all the lace I have around me right now might be pink and white, and I don't want that. So let's have a look and see. what we can do. Because if we've got a sewing theme, we definitely could have some lace. All right, come on, Charlotte, get it together, girl. Get it together. Would I want it like that, the pattern? I would think if you've got a pattern and you've got samples, all right, you know what? Let's see, what do we have? What do we have? I'm just peeking at my lace right now behind me and pulling what I have that is not pink and not white. Let's see. Got a couple samples here. So I really, really don't want pink. All right, let's see here. What could we do? Here's a pattern. I think I'm going to take that off and replace that with, you know what, let's do that right now because I do not want this orange. That is not working for me at all. So we're going to get rid of that. We're going to add this little, should we add these scissors? Yes, let's add these scissors. Okay. So let's take this off. We'll keep that on, we'll take this one off. Take this big jump ring off. Or do I want to just add the whole thing? I could. Oh my goodness, guys. See, this is what happens when you come in and you don't have a plan. But maybe we want the whole thing because it's like a whole set. So let's see what it looks like, because I can always come in and take it apart. Piece by piece. Okay, let's see what this looks like now. This is probably going to make more sense given what we're doing. Okay, yeah, way, way better than the orange. Okay, so we don't need this, we don't need that. So we've got this. I could stamp this, but what do I have to stamp it with? It's gonna go. If I cover it up, all right. Sorry, but this is how the wheels turn. So if let's cut this like this. Okay. So we've got samples. So we have a sample of this. Let's put it that way. I know I've got my hole here, but I may not do anything with that. Could have a sample of this, which would use this. Look at how pretty that is. And then that saves this for another piece of something somewhere. And then maybe we want a sample of this nubby goodness right here, because why wouldn't we, right? Want a sample of this nubby goodness right there. And you know what? If you do this and you find, oh my goodness, I've got to have that. Not a problem. Come in and use it. You can replace it with something later down the line. It's just not a big deal. Use what you have when you need it and worry about that later. So if we have this, do I want to staple it? Do I want to? I think what I'm going to do right here though is let's go ahead. I don't want that hole to be there and have nothing. That's just going to make me crazy. Isn't that, I should be able to deal with that, but I'm like, I don't like that. So let's go like this. It just feels like if there's a hole there, there's a hole there for a reason. So let's do something with it. So we're going to double this up. All the things that I was thinking I would get done this year, file folder books. I mean, I'm sitting there thinking, I didn't do them. Okay, we're just going to have this. This could be like a sample of the thread that you want to use, okay? I mean, that kind of makes sense to me. So then we're going to put this on here. Y'all might like it if I'm more organized before I come in here, so you don't have to sit and think with me. You'll have to let me know about that in the comments. Maybe this is kind of driving you nuts. Okay, we're going to take this down to here. I love this. These laces came from Kim's shop, as you know. I love this. Okay, we're going to put this. Do I want to staple this? Do I want to glue it? I don't want to glue it. Do I want to stitch it? Stitch it and then glue it. Oh, look at that. That is perfect. So maybe then, let's see. I don't know if this is going to work or not. Let's just see. And do I have a threaded needle? Well, not much of one. Let me see this. Because we know we don't want white. So let's take and distress this a bit. Let's see. Will this work? Yep. That works. Okay. Then we're going to yeah, we are. I would wet it, but I don't want to have to wait for it to dry or pull the dryer out. Okay. It would make it a lot softer. Maybe let's just wet it. Just the tiniest bit. What do you think? Do I have the capability of wetting it? Let's see. Charlotte. Nope. I think this may not be a good idea. This is, what do you call with the sparkles in it? See, I really should let this dry. I want to say mother of pearl. It's not mother of pearl. I think it starts with an S, but I haven't used it in such a while that... Okay, I'm going to let this dry, but this is going to be cool. So that is going to go on here. So I am going to stitch this, or do I want to use a pin? I could just use a pin. Let's just use a pin. Then I have the capability of using it later. So now we need a pin. Yes, let's just get a bulb pin, and then we don't have to get all fancy schmancy. Okay, Miss Charlotte, I'm liking this. add that. So how are we going to do this? We're going to poke a hole, put the bulb pin through it. That's what we're going to do. Poke a hole. Just like that. And if you want to get your eyelets out, you want to be fancy about it, you can. You can get your brads out. I'm not going to do it. I might come in later on down the road and decide, okay, I'm going to do that. But this is going to work. Look at how cute that is. Okay, and then when this is dried, and it isn't, but when it is, I will come in look at, you know what? Let's just do this. This is how she rolls, guys. This is how she rolls. We're just going to tie this on like this. And then we're going to scrunch it up like that. And, you know, if you wanted to, then we could add, oh, do we want to do that? Do I want to take it apart and do that? Charlotte, what do you want to do? You know what I'm going to do? I'm not going to take it apart, but I am going to. I know, guys, you're being so patient and so kind. Look at upholstery thread. Let's, just because it's more interesting. You know that. I know that. Just more texture, more to look at. Let me get that through there. Yep. Okay. Nope. Now I'm going to probably have to pull out my needle threader. Where is that at? I can do it? Yep, I did it. Y'all are bringing me some good luck. We're just kind of hanging out on a Sunday morning. I am. Sunday morning, you're seeing it on Monday, but we are hanging out on Sunday morning. So there's a knot. Okay. So what I'm going to do is come in through this little knot like that. And then I'm going to grab this sewing machine like this. And we're just going to loop it a couple times through and under. And just let it knot like this. It's not a big deal. Just like that. And then we're going to let that be like that. So now, this is what we have. Oh my goodness, guys, isn't she so pretty? Okay, so we have that. We've got this. It's going to go, I think, behind that. It looks like it should be behind. And you know what I think we need? I think we need a little... We need to keep it together. So we're going to do this. Yep. We're going to take this like that. We're going to put this on here. Just like that. To keep that together like that. Oh, I am just in love with this. Forget all the other. I love this. So now what? Because now I don't want to hide it. Now I want to put it all in front of him. So what's the point? Okay, well, we got to figure this one out now because this is so beautiful to me. Okay, we've got this. Let's go ahead. We want our vellum. I know I want the vellum. So did we already do this? Sometimes with vellum, it's hard to know. So I know I want this here. I know I want this. This probably should go on a tag is what that should do. It is so beautiful. We know we want this. The little button card. And at the button card. Maybe what we need is the button card on here. Or maybe we need, you know what? We're going to do a brad. That's what we're going to do. It's a shame I don't have a brad that is like a little, like a pin or... I prefer not to glue vellum if I have a choice because it curls. You never really know what you're going to get when you glue vellum. So let's do this and let's use, we need a little brad. I think we'll do the black. Oh, we'll do the little vintage. We just need one. Just like this. And later, if you want to make like a button card on a tag, how cute would that be? So we've got that little piece. Excuse me. I really did want to use that because it is in the theme of things. And now I've got this beautiful piece. Let me see. I wonder, ooh, that would be cute. But that would be really cute, wouldn't it? That would be cute. This is exactly why I should not have put the pocket down. You know what, though? That's cute. All right, you know what we're going to have to do? We're going to have to glue that. Otherwise, I would have stitched it. But we're going to have to glue that. And I don't like... see if I can get this through here. I don't like to... maybe this one is better. Yeah. I don't like to have buttonholes that don't have anything in them. It's just kind of like a pet peeve of mine because to me it looks unfinished. And so it just aggravates me. My eyes will go to it every time. So let me get the little flosser because this is what will pull this through. It's just my pet peeve. It's just something that I notice. And so I always try to put something in a buttonhole so that they're just not left. Because if they're on something, they need to be sewn on. How did they get there? If they weren't sewn on, how'd they get there? What's keeping them there? And so that's just kind of one of my little weird things. You know, we all have them. And that's mine. One of mine, I should say. One of mine. Okay. So we are, I think I'm going to have to plug in the hot glue gun to get this to stay. So this is going to be, I'm going to put this on there off camera because I don't want you to have to wait for me to heat the hot glue gun. Okay, this is pearlized cotton is what I used. But I am thinking, yeah, this is super cute. And I think I'm going to put it right there. Just like that. That is just super, super, super cute. But this is what, okay, what are we doing with this? This is so beautiful. Do I want to hide it? Can I hide it even if I want to? Or maybe I need to attach it to a tag because maybe I just messed up. It's so pretty. Okay, Charlotte. So y'all are sitting here with me watching me fuss about this. Or I could cut them. I could cut the lace shorter. So everything is falling apart. Okay, let's see. In like that. It's still super cute. You're hiding your man. That's not gonna work. Okay, I know what I have to do. I just don't want to do it. I'm gonna have to cut my lace. Oh, just cut the lace, Charlotte. I hate to cut the lace. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna cut this down like this. We're gonna cut, I have to remind myself, this is for you, Charlotte, this is for you. We're gonna cut this. We're gonna take this. We're gonna use that. Now let's see, it's just, this is so cute. All right, what do we have now? Are y'all still with me or did you just give up? I wouldn't blame you if you gave up. The struggle is real. Come on, girl. Nobody's going to stick around for any length of time like this, that's for sure, and I don't blame you. Okay, let's see if we stuck this out and that out. Can we get that in? Yes, look at, okay, perfect. Look at, okay, look at that. Oh, all right, all right, all right. Now we want this in there. We know we do. And we think we want this in there. I think we do. And we want this in there. We want the buttons in there, and I think what we're going to do is that. Oh, look at that. It's so cute, guys. Come on. I mean, you have to admit that's really, really cute. So we do have room here if we want to come back in and add. Was this? I couldn't figure out if this was a perfume ad, if I wanted it because it had color. It doesn't really do anything at all, but okay, what we're gonna do is finish this up because y'all are probably ready to just be crazy. Okay, so I'm going to add this there, and then I have to decide if I want. I think I might. So I'm going to chop this off because this is a button, and I think I'm going to add that there. So this is it, guys. It's so cute. So I am going to plug my glue gun in, and I am going to glue that hunk of loveliness right there. I am going to say goodbye to you, and thank you so, so much for stopping in, hanging with me, and I will catch you in the next video. Thanks so much, everyone. I appreciate you. Bye.